Good afternoon, everybody. I am live for the very first Ask Me Anything. I've had so many people come to me with a variety of questions about marketing. It occurred to me, why don't I just go live on Facebook and share the answers with everyone so that you all get the benefit of the answers. So here we go. I'm going to answer all the questions until we get done. If you have a question, you did get a chance to put it on the form, feel free to put it in the questions and I'll check those as we go through this. I'm working on my own here. I've got my cohort, the duct tape cohort. You're going to start to know me as the duct tape lady on marketing. I can duct tape your marketing system together. No, not really. That was off the cuff. Okay, so here we go. Ask me anything. Somebody said, what do I say? And when I asked, what do you mean, what do you say? They said, well, on an advertisement or on a post, I just don't know what to say. And you know what? I figured there's a lot of people out there with the same conundrum. Here we go. Start with their pain. Talk about why you would even want to talk to them. But better yet, when you are posting something, it's not about you, it's not about your product, and it's not about your service. It's about the solution you're offering. It's about the fantastic way somebody's going to feel after they have your product. By the way, when I say product, if you're offering a service, just think of your service as a product, because that's your product. Your service is your product. Your product and the way it makes somebody feel, that emotion, that change in their everyday life, that reason they're going to save money, they're going to save time, they're going to look better, they're going to feel better. Talk about that. And yes, always, 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 always think about using your story. When you're using an ad or a post on social media, talk about your story. How did you get to where you are? How did this idea come about? Who inspired you? What inspired you? Did you have a moment of disgust? Did you go through a huge transition in your life? Maybe you just weren't feeling fulfilled anymore in what you were doing and you decided to try something new. And you found you were darn good at it. So yes, I'm going to share this with my other page as well, Right Away Leads, so that people from that page can see it as well. As soon as I find it on here. There we go. So we'll put it on there also. Now, that's when that's what to say when you're first starting. And you can use your story, you can use the end result that people feel when they have your product. You can use that when you first start talking to them online. You can tell them, learn more here. But let's say they've gotten to know you, they've been on your page a while, they've been in your Facebook group for a while, and they've heard the conversations, and you could tell them, sign up. You could tell them something stronger like, download my information. You could use download also when you're getting to know somebody. But when you're in that middle range, definitely have a call to action. Let people know how to get in contact with you, where to find you, where to find your product and service. And when you're closing people, when they are, yes, scarcity works. You can only work with so many clients. The doors are closing. People do not want to be left out of a community. I gotta tell you, putting that timer into an email, that is a fantastic way to get people to take action. I can't tell you how many things I bought because the timer was on the page. And then the same offer ran the next week. Yes, I bought because of the timer. Now, I'm human. What do you think happened to my trust factor with that person? What do you think happened to the level of respect I had for that person? Oh, yeah. Dumpster fire. Duct tape won't fix that. Do I hesitate to buy from that person again? Darn right. Do I believe it when they say there's a timer and the deal's going to be over? No, I don't. Be a person with integrity. Have integrity. That shows up in your marketing. Makes all the difference in the customer journey. You know, because something as simple as duct tape, how many places can you buy duct tape? How many places can you buy your product? What's going to make you stand out? Well, you certainly don't want it to be lack of integrity. Okay, so enough of that. Got on a bit of a soapbox there, sorry. I was asked, you know, the person asked me, how do they tell people to stop friending everybody on Facebook? Okay, likes on your page is vanity. That's pretty much you wanting to feel good about you. And of course you want to feel good about you. Of course you do. Feeling good about you doesn't come down to the likes on the page. The likes on the page train Facebook's algorithm for who is your ideal customer. So if you're accepting friend requests and letting everybody follow you, the algorithm's not going to get a really clear-cut idea on what you need for an ideal client. So when it comes time to advertise, you've got to spend more money to train the pixel on who your ideal client is. Now, what the heck is the pixel, I think you're probably asking. Nobody asked me about that, but I know that's what you're asking right now, isn't it? Yes, the Facebook pixel is code that goes on your website. And the Facebook pixel is also tied into your Facebook page so that Facebook knows who is your ideal customer. Who should be attracted to you? Who are you attracting for your product? And that way Facebook can go find more people like that for you. I saw a really, really, really good presentation by a Greek gentleman, Ted Promodomo. I probably don't say that correctly. But Ted was giving a presentation on LinkedIn. And what he said was, you know, I understand if somebody really, really, really wants to connect with me on LinkedIn, they're going to send me a message. Hey, I saw you at this presentation. I really liked your article. I saw your profile. We've got XYZ in common. That's the kind of person he wants to have a relationship with on LinkedIn. Anybody else, if they're just hitting connect and they're not sending him a message, he just ignores the request. I was shocked. I was brought up in Ohio, and we were taught to not be rude like that. You do not ignore people. But I got his point. And when people are asking to follow me, I start to look at them a little more closely. Why are they wanting to follow me? Do we have mutual friends? Do we have mutual interests? Are they somebody that would want to do business with me? Are they somebody that is my ideal customer? So Facebook is asking me to share this with a group. I have to search my groups here. Up. There we go. Okay. Letting them know I'm live now. Get in there. I'm live now. Okay. So stop and get the Facebook pixel and make sure it's on your website. If you're not sure how to get the pixel on your website, go ahead and send me a private message. I can send you a document that gives you step-by-step on how to do that. So here's another great question. I love this question. How to get them to click. Now I'm guessing the rest of that is how to get them to click on my offer, the ad, maybe it's a link in an email. So my first thought is, okay, do they know you? You know, a lot of people click on things and then are sorry that they did because they didn't know that person. And there is a lot of value to taking the time to put information out there about your product and you. You know, my good friend Sherry Martin has a great rule of thumb. She said to share a personal post about you, a business post, and something fun. 30% in each area. Actually 33.33333, right? So let people get to know you. You know, we've got a fun holiday coming up. Show how you're celebrating. It doesn't have to be you in the picture if you're camera shy. Show a picture of any decoration you've got. Show a picture of a friend's costume. How about a funny sign from a local restaurant? If you are a local business, you have a fantastic opportunity to showcase what you do online. Show that you're sanitizing everything. Show the happy faces of your staff. If you've got a new curbside or delivery service, emphasize that. And you can use geo-targeting on your Facebook ads to access at least 1,000 more people than what you would spend on a few postcards going out. So, yes, let them get to know you. Now, here's the other thing about clicking on something. And I work with my clients a lot with this. Is it's free. Why wouldn't they want it? Well, unless you've given them a good reason to want it, why would they want it? People normally click on free things because they want it. Why would they want it? That's where your message should be. Why do they want it? And that's going back to how will they feel once they have it? What's going to change for them? Remember, there's 3 reasons people will buy or click on a free something. It will save them time, save them money, or make them look or feel better. And that's pretty much boiled down into a nutshell. There's a huge marketing psychology behind all that. Now, here's the thing about free webinars. Free webinars are not free for the people watching them. Let me say that again. A free webinar is not free for the people who are watching them. They are not, it is not free because it's their time. Time is the most valuable asset your buyer has. It's not free for them to sit there and watch a webinar. Make sure you make it as simple as possible, as seamless as possible for them to sign up for your webinar, for them to download your product, for them to get what they need from you. Spend the money, have somebody set it up for you. Spend the money on a good landing page. Spend the money on a good copywriter. These are the elements that get lost so many times when trying to get a message across. So what if it's free? If they don't know why they want it, why would they click on it? I received an email on Monday for an event this afternoon. Well, my schedule's set for the week, but I know this group and they always provide good value. So I opened up the email and I looked at the description of the event. I didn't know what it was. Had no idea. Why would I change my schedule? You gotta tell them why. Because otherwise, as my mentor would say, it's an ugly baby. My mentor, Kurt Malley, Black Box Media. Okay, so we're down to the last two questions. If you do have a question, feel free to put it in the comments. Let me see. Oh, la 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 la. Comment moderation. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. I don't know about all that. Okay. So, anyhow, last two questions. Facebook's always coming with new groovy stuff, aren't they? Let's hear it for Facebook. Yay! They're keeping us all connected. They're giving us challenges. They're keeping our brain sharp. They are not letting us fall asleep at the wheel. That's right. You gotta love Facebook. Okay, so next question. What is the best length for a video? The best length for a video. Okay, now when you're advertising, 2 minutes or less is fantastic. It'll go on Instagram, it'll go on Facebook. LinkedIn has got to be less than like 6 minutes. So you get a little bit more time with LinkedIn. YouTube, of course, is poof. You have 4 seconds on YouTube to catch somebody's attention. You know, otherwise they're going to be skipping that ad. Now, for a post on Facebook, Facebook is gravitating towards a 3-minute post. So 3 minutes on those posts. Now, you can your ad can be as long as you want it to be for a video. Oh yeah, it's just not going to go in certain places. It just won't be seen in certain places. IGTV will take a video that's forever. I wouldn't suggest doing forever because it's going to be a little hard. But, you know, IGTV is a great way to get a longer video out there. Okay. Da-da-da! We are down to the last question. Build a tribe. That was the question. Build a tribe. Well, let me see about that. Okay, so building a tribe. I would definitely suggest, well, there's 2 things you could do. Okay. The first one is you could start a Facebook group that's centered around your interest. Now, in the group, let's say there's different types of groups, right? A general group is everybody's in there having a great time. Make sure you ask people for content and do like, where are you working today? Post a picture. Who's got pants on today? Comment below. Make it funny. Who's celebrating the holiday this weekend? Make it fun. Ask people questions that are related to your industry. A travel agent recently asked, how old were you when you first flew on a plane? What snacks do you like to take with you? People love to talk about themselves. Ask them about them. Facebook to me, and I've always said this, it's a cocktail party. You are just meeting people at the cocktail party when you're on Facebook. And the Facebook group, it's like that smaller area around the bar where you had a cocktail with somebody and then you wandered off and had a conversation by yourself with that one person. That would be like a messenger level conversation. But in the group, you're all gathered around the bar and you're laughing and you're remembering songs from way back when. Whatever is the common thread between you and everybody in that group, if it's a photography, what is the latest equipment? Who's seen a sale on X? How about, pictures with 3 different lenses from the same subject? If it's a group about marketing, have people tell what was their worst failure. Oh, you don't want to talk about your failure. If you're in a group with trust, you will. Because A, it's camaraderie. And B, somebody in there has had the same problem, and you might be able to help each other out to resolve it, make it better for the next time you do it. Now, that's a social, that's just a general group. Now, we've got these social learning groups in Facebook. Now, social learning groups are super fantastic for learning, aka the title. In those groups, you have something called units. Now, to build your tribe around a skill, set up at least 3 units. Give them something to do when they get into the group. 3 units. And always, always, always. This is for social, this is for general groups also. Always, 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 always. Ask 3 questions for somebody to determine their eligibility to be in the group. One of them is, what information would you like to have about this topic that I can email you? What is your email address so I can send you the information? How long have you been doing this? Use those 3 questions. You'll have a qualified person in your group. You'll know their level of experience, and you'll have their email address so you can continue to communicate with them. And a unit, tell them, pin your post to the very top. Social learning group with units. Here's the units. Let me know when you're done with the first unit. Ask me questions in here about the units. And get in there and answer the questions. Okay, so that's one way you can build a tribe. Oh, testimonials. Keep those testimonials coming in. Case studies. Why does your stuff work? You can put it in the group. You can put it on your page. Why does your stuff work? You can show a video, if it's a new technology, something people aren't accustomed to, definitely do a video. And make sure it has captions on it. Facebook has done a remarkable job with their technology to add captions to videos. You don't have to go through a great big long series of pieces of software or tasks or go hire another VA. Facebook's done a fantastic job in improving the technology. You can put captions right on your videos. So if you have something new, like a new way to use duct tape, if you've got a new way to use duct tape, make a video of it. Show people. And that way, you'll have a much clearer idea. And answer questions from the video. Building a tribe? How about just getting out there and... Yeah, I think you might have guessed it. Because you're smart. Yep. Show up. You got to show up. Just like my friend Andy Henriquez says, show up for your life. Because if you don't, no one else will. Build a tribe by showing up. Get out there and talk to people. Say hello to others that you know in a group with a mutual interest that you have. Make your own group. Invite people to the group. Contribute to the group. Don't get in there and say, buy my shiny stuff. No. It's not about you. It's about everybody else. I saw the quote by Ezra Firestone. Serve the world unselfishly and profit. I'm going to close on that note. Serve the world and profit. Yes. Thank you for your questions. We're going to do this again. I enjoyed it. I hope you did too. Be sure to share this with all of your friends. Comment below if you liked this. Share this with your friends and comment below. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you again next week. Next week, Wednesday. We're going to do this on Wednesday next week. I think that's a better day than Thursday for everybody. Have a blessed day, everyone.